Anna Karenina is really focused on two stories and how they interweave. Anna, who is a beautiful, very wealthy, very popular woman at the very tip top of this socioeconomic ladder, who is in a loveless marriage and falls for somebody who's dashing and exciting and takes the risk in that society to move forward with that. And there's an enormous price to pay because of that. The other story is Levin. And Levin, like Tolstoy, was born to immense wealth. Levin struggles to understand, why is that my fate and why is this theirs? It's about how you can live an authentic life in a society that is really, really stratified and where your behavior, especially your moral behavior, is very codified.
In the world of highest society, St. Petersburg,
everyone knows everyone else.
There are 3 elevators and 3 moving pallets, so it's a complex scenic design.
Once we got it over here, we built the shafts in, put the columns in the guides for the elevators. This is the downstage left trap right by the VOM entrance. The elevator can lift about 1,300 pounds, and that includes its own weight, so we have to do a little bit of math ahead of time. But where we're standing, this is all going to be decked. This has a big rolling bed on it, and that bed's going to have to go off the lift to make room for the next thing that comes on, which is a pair of train car seats. So we'll need platforms over there and platforms over here.
With a show like Anna Karenina, you need those big sweeping ballroom scenes, and what's really great about the script itself is the script has the movement written in. Throughout the ballroom scene, we have the quadrille, which is an introduction. It's a lot of promenading around the room and just presenting the dancers throughout the space. And then we do have the waltz, la chaîne, which means the sweepingness of it all. So those are somewhat similar within the context. And then we do have the mazurka that wraps up the entire scene. A mazurka is a Russian style in dance. It's very much a stoic movement. It's in a 3 rhythm, which is similar to the waltz. So it's kind of Russia's version of a waltz. When you are working with actors who are working within a play context who might not have a lot of background in dance, you also want to give them the freedom to move. Once they get the outline and the skeleton of the movement, really when you encourage them to throw away the lockstep, it gives them the ability to really enjoy it, and that's what we want to see on the stage.
1, 2, 3, ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3.
You spend most of your time in this story with the top 0.5% economically in that society, and then you spend a chunk of time with the people at the bottom 5%. Expressing that visually was really, really important. It has to feel grand and opulent so that you understand the fight that they're up against. And it's also really, really fun for an audience, to take that ride, because we don't wear those dresses anymore. I think it's one of the most beautiful periods for women's clothes, because there's so much fabric. These are not practical dresses. These are dresses that are designed to show where I am in the pecking order. One of the things that we found that was really tricky, though, is you cannot back up in these dresses. If you back up, you trip all over yourself, so you must turn.
Kitty, is everything all right?
Actors play many different characters, and there are many different quick changes that are rigged within an inch of their life, because they are running downstairs, ripping off the fancy stuff to get into the unfancy stuff. So it is definitely a dance backstage as well as on, and hopefully by the time you see it, you'll just get lost in the story. It's kind of a delight that this is the last production in the room, but it's also like, next time we come back, the acoustics are going to be better, or the infrastructure underneath is going to be easier to navigate. So it's really been fun, but also I've got the future in my head.